Brother, how you?
Good, I'm good.
Good, man. It's a pleasure to have you on here, bro.
No, man, it's an honor for me to be on here with you. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll
you
take
know,
that, bro.
You making me speak to the world, and I don't even do that, really.
Yeah, bro. Damn. You know what? It's crazy, man. I was scrolling through your page the other day, and I was like, bro, I didn't really see many pictures of you.
Yeah,
I just see it's just work related.
Yeah.
The stuff you tapped in with, and it's like, but I get it though. I think like a couple artists. Let's just talk about The Weeknd.
Right.
Like when he first came out, I thought it was a group.
Yeah.
Because you didn't see it, but I think what it does is it lets you it makes you fall in love with what they do or what you're hearing,
Yeah.
versus what you physically see.
Yeah, yeah, and that's how I feel about it. Is the blessing and the gift that God gave me is not about the physical me. It's about what God allows people to see that I put out to the world, and it gives people a chance to, like you said, fall in love with what they see, and not even realize who's behind it. You know what I'm saying? And then the you know the mystery of it is like, who is it? And then when you find out that it's a black male and he looks like me,
Yeah.
and into the things that I do, it'll really throw you off because you're not even thinking that a person brain that looks like me could be this, put this out to the world,
Yeah.
and don't even look like me. Because people think what they see is the same thing that that person is, and it's not. It's
Yeah.
like when people see you, they're stereotypical. Say, "Oh yeah, you a tattoo artist?" Because you got a lot of tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
But mind you, if you told people you was a neurosurgeon.
You know what? A lot of surgeons and doctors they got full sleeves, bro.
Yeah.
They tatted up.
Yeah, that's my new thing now. When people see me, they say I'm a rapper. They be like, "So what do you do?" I say I'm a neurosurgeon. You know what I'm saying? Just to throw them off, and
Yeah.
that's really what it
And
is.
they don't even know what that is. Hell,
Right.
I don't even know what that is.
Neurosurgeon deals with the brain.
Okay.
Yeah, nervous systems and stuff like that. I had to teach myself that, so when somebody asked me what I did, I could tell them, like, yeah, I'm a brain.
That's what I'm a brain doctor.
Yeah, and sorry for the brain neurosurgeons if I'm misdiagnosing the job title, but it's just all in joking matter.
Nah, I get it, man. Well, so first, I do want to every ink therapy episode, bro. I like to give people their flowers, bro. So I definitely want to give you a flowers, bro. Like we crossed paths on numerous occasions. Every time we cross paths is love, bro.
Right.
I love seeing everything that you're doing, bro. I don't know. I'm just big on people being who they are.
Yeah.
And I think like when you cross organic people in life, like you hold on to those people because it's everything is so personified, and with social media, everything's so fake, ego driven, and it's hard to find like things that are organic or people that's organic. So when you do come across those people that's living in their truth and like on the platforms, like in creating their own, like, bro, I applaud you for that, bro. Everything that you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my how I was raised is what made me where I am. You know what I'm saying? It's like what you see. If you ever saw me on social media, it's the same person that you see in real life. There's things that if you see of me, it's the same thing or maybe more in real life. You know what I'm saying? It's not a catfish going on with me.
Yeah.
It's like what you see is really what you get, and I'm gonna show everybody, every man, woman, respect to the best of my ability.
Yeah, as we should, and I think that's how humans should be, bro. Humans should. You don't know how people's day is going.
Right.
How if they had a good day, bad day.
Right.
I try to give people compliments, bro.
Right.
Like
and it be random people too. It's like I see an old lady. How you doing, little mama? You know what I'm saying? It's like if that could make a person smile, even a guy just having a day. It's like you could feel that energy.
You can feel it, bro.
Yeah, you can be like, hey man, however you feeling, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you live the next day to get through it and understand that everything is temporary felt.
Yeah.
That's why I tell everybody.
And as long as you got life, bro, you got opportunity.
Yeah, that's it. Because
you
I'm gonna tell
can
you,
change it. You can make it better.
yeah, because you can't come back once you're in it. Ain't no reset.
It ain't no reset. We get this thing one time.
Yeah.
So I'm big on just the impression that I leave on people. I want to leave a good impression. I want people when they see me, I want them to remember me however they saw me, bro. Good energy, good light, helpful, whatever comes to mind or whatever. But if anybody ever say they got a problem with me or you gonna question that person, like, cause if you know me, Cali don't even move.
But even if, like I tell people all the time, I'll never speak bad on nobody because it's the reason why my interaction with that person probably would not be the same with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, we live in the days of we could just speak about black men. We have this thing called ego. I tell any man that, you know, at the end of the day, every situation will be talked through. If you got respect for yourself as a man, bruh, if somebody has not touched your family member or anything outside of that, if it's just words, hey man, we could disagree and still be respectful to each other.
Yeah.
And we could just go on about our day. And if it's really that frustration, let's do what real men could do.
Yeah.
Get inside a box, put some boxing gloves on. Let's box it out. Whoever win that day, cool, bro. But guess what? You go home to your family.
Yeah.
I go home to mine. And if we feel like boxing every time we see each other, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Fuck it. Like, you know, I get that though, bro. And it's like, you know, I talked about before about being one with self.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, when you being one with self, like, you don't allow what people say or do to control how you feel. You control how you feel.
Yeah.
Somebody come to you and say something and it throws you off or it fucks up your mood or whatnot. That person controls you.
Yeah.
So I'm a big advocate on like, no, I control me. I control how I feel. Right. And like you said, I really just like that you even said that, bro. Just talking about, you know, just letting your ego down and say, hey, bro, we can talk this out. Like it ain't even that.
Yeah, I mean that's the superpower that I think that I have grown and taught myself is not having that ego. You know, two things in life could be detrimental to a person is your ego and emotional decision. I have never heard somebody make an emotional decision that worked in their favor.
Damn, that's true.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, when you react and when you react and move off emotions, bro. Yeah. And don't nothing really good come from it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Friendships, relationships, like business.
Yeah.
You know, you got it's you need to separate and it's just about understanding, bro. And I think, but a lot of things come with communication when it comes to two people or a group of people, communication. And I think this era of people lack communication. Yeah. Like a lot of people people so worried about what somebody else thinks about them or how they're gonna take it. But it's like you could just word things a certain way. Yeah. If you know a person, you learn a person, you kind of know what they react to, what they don't react to. And it's like, I think my biggest thing on like learning people and understanding people is, even when it comes to me, like don't judge me by me, judge me by my actions. Judge me how I react to things. Right. And I pay attention to that. Like I watch people and I could just see all the much like, okay, I can't come to them like this, and I could, you know, just figuring it out, just understanding people.
Yeah, and that works through business. It works through, you know, I mean, I have daughters, so, you know, it helps, you know, even how you talk to your bloodline. You know what I'm saying? But then it goes back into, like you said, how people look at you when they think about you. It's like, we need to live in a time of not in the moment and building a legacy. You know, I tell people I don't live to die. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I live to live forever. And so that means when I'm physically not here.
But that's flipping the narrative.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we grew up and we hear Tupac, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, why am I dying to live when I'm just living to die? Yeah.
Yeah, and Tupac is my favorite artist of all time, actually. You know, and but I tell people, man, you leave a legacy so your kids and your grandkids can live off of your name as the Kings and Malcolm X and, you know, Louis Farrakhan. And, you know, when you hear those names, you give that respect.
Every time.
You know, and at the end of the day, you know those names stand for something. And people got to understand, man, that we got to live for something. I mean, from the way that we, you know, present ourselves through social media. I hear people all the time, oh, social media is just for fun. No, you putting something out there for the world to dictate you for the rest of your life. Yeah.
So, and a lot of stuff I feel like on social media is everything is perception. Yeah. You know, so I think perception precedes reality.
Yeah,
so,
but perception is lies too.
Yeah. So it's like you can make people see people's Instagrams and they see certain things, but in reality, like it's all falsified and it's a highlight reel. Yeah. This a lot of times don't really be their lives or what they do. Like I went somewhere to eat today and while we were eating, one of the things we talked about was like, I don't see you posting a lot of the stuff that you do. And I don't. Yeah. Because I'm not here to flex. I'm not here to show my lifestyle, bro. I'm living in whatever that is I'm living in. Right. Now, if I get video footage of it, that's for me. Yeah. If I want to share it, I can put it on my close friends. But I'm not here to flex or do this. But a lot of which we see on social media, it's all about perceptions. But what you put out, what you get back.
Yeah, and you know that's the scary part too about life when you say that, because as I got older, I realized, I tell people when you get older, you become salty. You feel everything. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at social media, man, and I'm seeing how my brothers are presenting themselves, how our black women, well, how our women, period, are presenting themselves, it's very sad because it's no truth. There's no legacy of partnership. It's like women are putting themselves out there to be disrespected, and it's glorified, and then men being materialistic, that our women are not respecting the men. So now we have this thing of like, we're not coming together to say we're gonna be married for 50-something years. You know what I'm saying? We only together for that moment where I could get whatever I want out of you, or whatever I feel like this materialistic thing that you're presenting, that I could get that, and then I'm moving on to the next.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, if they fall in love with what they see, or what you are.
Yeah. They in love with the idea.
Yeah, the idea of you.
Yeah.
Versus somebody actually getting to know you.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of relationships fail. I think a lot of relationships fail based off influence.
Yeah.
Like, what you're surrounded by, what you see. That goes just in life in general. We're all influenced by something, whether you realize it or not. Right. Everything comes from influence. Like when it comes to fashion, how we talk, it's all influenced by somewhere. So, you see your friends doing all this single shit and whatever, or you see your homegirl, she got this she dating this guy, he giving her this, now you want that. Or even if you don't know the person, you look on Instagram and you see this relationship going like that, I want that, couple goals. Yeah. But it's like, bro, like you set your own goals.
Yeah. And that's the thing, I tell people all the time, is like, my friends, me and my closest friends, we don't look alike. I'm the only one covered in tattoos, right? My friends, they go to clubs. I don't go to clubs. I go to museums. You know what I'm saying? Like my friends, they smoke their hookah and all of that stuff, and they drink alcohol. I don't do none of that.
Yeah.
I collect old schools. I drive my old school cars. Yeah. And I just chill out. You know what I'm saying? And I invest my time in my legacy for my daughters and my foundation. You know what I'm saying? So like I tell my friends, and I tell everybody, we got to talk about conversation of like, I have a will and a trust. You know what I'm saying? So if something happened to me, my daughters would never have to worry about nothing. Then I have a dynasty trust. Yeah. Meaning is my grandkids is going to live off of what I set up for my daughters for their kids. So that's the cool part in it, like having your health insurance. And I have more fun knowing that I'm paying for health insurance and life insurance policies than anything else. I don't need nothing else. So
I respect that.
Yeah,
bro.
It's like the priority of things.
Because when a lot of people pass away, their debt and the life, like funerals are expensive, bro. Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah,
and that's nowhere near it.
So think about this here: when I pass, my funeral's already done. You know what I'm saying?
You want a funeral? You want to be cremated?
No, I don't want to be cremated, and I don't want to be buried on the ground either. I have this thing. I just want to be on top of the earth. I didn't come into this world underground. Yeah. So don't put me under that. I don't know who invented that. Cool. Y'all can leave that to them. But
I was leaving New Orleans one time, bro. Yeah. And I'm driving. I'm riding in the Uber to the airport, and I see the big cemetery, and I found out that they're all above ground.
Yeah. But listen, that looks king. That looks godly. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That my kids still could walk into. And I love black, so everything I own is black. And I could share this because I just want this to educate other people. I already got my tomb already built out. It's all black.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So when my daughters know, if you see me in the cemetery, that all black one is me. That's always been my legacy, though.
Yeah. Every time I see you in black.
Yeah, it ain't gonna change. You know what I'm saying? It's my reasons for it, but it's positive things. But it's like, it's cool. But I tell anybody, it's like, that's what we need to parade on social media. Yeah. Your legacy.
We got to educate each other, bro.
Educate.
We got to, bro, because I think we as men, bro, like humans, black men, like just talk about just coming up, like our parents a lot of time weren't in a position, bro, to educate us on a lot of things. Oh yeah. 100%. We don't know financial literacy. We don't know how to. It's a lot of things we just don't know. Right. And we also in a space of just let's say I'm a tattoo artist. Yeah. And I meet a young inspiring tattoo artist that want to come tattoo. the most people, if somebody's in the same position with you,
yeah,
they're afraid to put them in position, help them out. But in reality, it's not supposed to be like that.
right. But you got to understand this too. That's the ego of somebody's insecurity.
Yeah.
So I don't have no insecurities. Anybody that is around me, for my little brothers and them, I put them on game. I put them 100% in it to pass me. That's part of your legacy. That's your family tree. That's your legacy. You know what I'm saying? So I tell anybody, it's like you can't be a team player if you got this fear of not passing the ball when you know that you don't need to take that shot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I tell people that all the time. I said, I was an athlete. A lot of people don't know that. Like, I played football all the way through college. I was an All-American track star and all of that stuff. And I learned when to be an individual, but then also be a team player.
Yeah.
And that's anything.
You got to separate it.
Got to separate it. So, we got to leave that ego alone, thinking that if I put the game on to somebody else, that I'm going to lose. No, you actually, as you get older, you're making your legacy in your world.
Yeah.
You
and it's because whatever they build, it's a part of you.
Yeah.
You look at Drake and Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Drake still praises Lil Wayne to this day.
Still to this day.
When I signed my record, it's crazy, bro. When I signed my record deal, when I did music, Sylvia Rome signed me. And I came up listening to Drake rapping about Sylvia Rome and how she didn't sign him and stuff, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Sylvia signed me and did sign Drake. Like, that's nuts, bro. Like, but man, it's just the journey, bro. Life is about the journey.
Yeah, and when people see me, man, the world really, they know me as, I guess, for almost 15 to 20 years, I was a part of music history of styling almost every amazing artist that ever come out of Atlanta.
Yeah, name a few.
Man, let's say.
Let these people know a little about your history.
We're gonna start from the legends. All of them are legends in my eyes, but we're gonna go reverse. So let's go from Jermaine Dupri, still to this day, my brother Ludacris, Jeezy, 2 Chainz, Titty Boy, Dollar Player Circle, Bobby Valentino, Lord, and I'm just thinking of Atlanta right now. Trinidad James, Don Cannon, DJ Drama, oh God, hold on, Rich Homie Quan, the Migos, Lil Baby, Lil Yachty, bruh, I gotta still.
You touching Atlanta?
Yeah, I could keep going, but my brain is Bobby Valentino.
It's on the spot. That's
I'm trying to think. Man, oh man, it's crazy. Jacquees, I'm just bro. It's so many people. KP. You know what I'm saying? Ti.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jeezy. If I repeat these guys again, but I've been blessed to say that Atlanta took me in, and I have made history with Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, prime example like this here. I told my brother Trinidad James is here. When we did GQ magazine, bro, GQ magazine never let a stylist from the South style anybody in GQ magazine.
Wow.
They never had a rapper into GQ magazine to Trinidad James.
He was the first?
He was the first rapper. Damn. Then after that, you start seeing A$AP Rocky. Then after that, you start seeing...
I definitely started seeing A$AP.
Yeah, so in 1 year, bro, I had August Alsina, Trinidad James, Rich Homie Quan, all of my clients on XXL covers. You know what I'm saying? And to see that, and then coming from the South, people don't know, like, I'm from Miami, Florida, I'm from Carroll City. So for me to come from that, to come to Atlanta, and make all my legacy in Atlanta, it's crazy.
The city adopted you.
Yeah, 100%. My closest friends are from the south side of Atlanta. From the real south side of Atlanta. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Day, my boy Dave.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So, Zay, everybody, you know what I'm saying? All my people, man, is these young men that live in Atlanta that's really still doing their thing, man, that, the world probably would never, get to hear their stories, but they took me in. Shout out to the OG Bear, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of good people, you know what I'm saying, that I could just call and any day that pull up on and be there for. So
yeah, and I've crossed paths with them, and bro, it's genuine love with Day and them all the time.
All the time.
Every single time, and it's like, but that type of energy, bro, it's like you always remember. Like,
yeah.
So
Always.
if anything ever be sideways with them, you hear something, you know that person, so you know like how, like nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just know how to go about certain situations. So like, how did you get started into like styling and fashion and like?
Yeah, so man, I tell everybody, man, my story is I got struck by lightning. So this I'm gonna speed it up as fast as I can. So I was in North Carolina playing football. In college, I went to Livingstone College at HBCU. Um, just like every young black man wanted to be in the music business. Luckily, I got an OG godfather by the name of John Monopoly. That everybody knows that managed Kanye West. It has so much light in Chicago history from with Virgil, Don C. My guy Zoe. All of these guys from Chicago. And this man, he took me up under his wing. I started a college rep program for his company called Hustle. So he had like Shauna, he had everybody,
I
man.
remember Shauna.
Yeah. So fast forward, I was interning at a radio station in Charlotte called Power 98 with my guy Tank.
Okay.
And Tank cousin is Shaka Zulu.
Man, how's Shaka?
He's great. Man, that's the Superman, man. So he's great. So Shaka, I remember my first day at the intern at Power 98. A lot of people don't know this. I was in the orientation. I'm like, man, why artists like Ludacris and nobody never come to this small city like Charlotte? Bruh, 2 hours later, Ludacris walks in. No lie. Shaka walk in, Tank, like, yeah, this is my cousin Shaka. He managed Ludacris. I used to always hear, but then you hear it. So, man, so basically I walked Chris and Titty Boy, 2 Chainz, everybody know him now, back to their car. And, over time I started going back and forth to, Atlanta with my man Tank. And John, Monop, gave me an opportunity to work with one of his artists out of Charlotte to get him some clothes. And then Shaka gave me a chance to style Luda. And man, I still was in college playing football, bro. I got a check for $5,000 one day, bro. I was like, I went to a mall for an hour. I say, oh, bro, I'm from the streets. Oh, this like the streets. Bro, hands down, Ben Coates was my wide receiver coach. Legend in the NFL and stuff. I went to him one day. I said, bro, I'm stopped playing football. I let my football career go my senior year. And I started just styling. I taught myself the whole business. When I started styling in 2002, the internet wasn't around. Like I could tell people all the time, when I did Music Soul Child album, on my radio album, he found me on MySpace.
Man, MySpace used to be.
Yeah.
Remember when I did music, bro? We was top 2 worldwide on MySpace.
That's hard.
Behind Soulja Boy.
That's hard. And so
independent, like no nothing.
Oh,
But I didn't. I'm a kid, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with none of that.
Yeah. And so I started styling, man, and it just took off, man. I didn't know nothing about fashion. I was an athlete and a kid that was raised by street legends out of Miami.
Yeah.
That I realized, I said, well, listen, if I can't be an A&R, then maybe this here might be my way of making history in the entertainment business.
Definitely.
And so, man, I remember Chris told me what Ludacris told me, man, the most financially, disciplined person I ever met in my life of his status. He like, man, you spend a lot of money, bro. You in hotels, you might just move to Atlanta. Me and my brother PK went back to Charlotte, man, packed up a U-Haul. I moved all I had to Atlanta, and I've been there for like the past 17 years.
It's crazy.
And since then, every rapper that came out within this time window had come through my hands.
They gotta come through you.
They come through me. So yes. So and that's how it is. And I got incredible stories, but I tell people all the time, man, I didn't go to no fashion school. I didn't intern up under no other stylist. I just adapted, and taught myself, if you want to be great at something, you just focus in on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so everybody in Atlanta, they'll tell you, oh, Renaldo, he always was the stylist. I never want to be a rapper. I never want to be a producer. Even though my friends
I don't care about being seen either.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I care about money and just cooling out. But that's how I was raised, though.
Hey, I think damn near every time I see you out, bro, like you wearing a mask.
Yeah,
like
all by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I peep.
Yeah, so, but that just, how I was brought up. But I think that's how you generally gain respect for people. Mm-hmm. When they say, oh, bro, don't hop from crew to crew, he show everybody love and respect, and he just move on his own. And it's like, now my life has transitioned. With the styling, I still do it, but I have other young ones that I passing the torch to, and I just advise over, and I've been blessed to now to be the first creative director of this amazing league called OTE.
Man,
Yeah.
OTE, bro.
Yeah.
That's I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think that's one of the biggest. I'm gonna give OTE the social media credit of in my opinion of a platform that's using social media in a good way to
100%.
help put these kids, like give them the education, give them the spotlights, like so therefore they don't get missed, like they can get the opportunity to go to the league. It helps their families out 100%. Tremendously, bro.
And major shout out to Dan Porter, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's who started.
Dan is the one of the founders, him and Zach, of Overtime and OTE. But like that's his vision. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to give kids the opportunity and their families to take another path and not be exploited. And he understands the Gen X generation. You know what I'm saying? And so,
he's ahead of the curve.
Yeah, he's always ahead of the curve. I mean, even with our team, me, my guy Tyler, and everybody, man, we more of the culture of the kids and make everything cool, from the designs to collaborations that we do, even to our arena. You come in there, man, it's the most insane thing in
man, also, you invited me to the one game, and I'm like, man, like, this a better experience than State Farm Arena.
Yeah, and we put it like that because we wanted to feel family-oriented, but to give kids the opportunity to feel and see what it looks like to see these kids go from playing in high school to the NBA, in which within our first year, we have our guy Dominic, he plays on the San Antonio Spurs. He wasn't even counted in, he wasn't even known a year ago.
Oh, wow.
Now he's playing on a two-way with the San Antonio Spurs, and he actually played in the NBA game this year. So the things that Dan has done and the family environment for everybody that works at, OTE, man, is beautiful, man, and I could say. And it still brings my world from fashion and music and entertainment, because all my friends, everybody come there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we
like it's just like how, when the Lakers got going with Showtime, like you had Celebrity Row.
Yeah, and look, we got Kids Row, you know what I'm saying? But they celebrities too that, and there's a cool thing is too, we put kids on the floor, man. At the end of the day, and they could sit next to 2 Chainz, they could sit next to K Camp, they could sit next to ZHD, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to the money, you know what I'm saying? And it's a cool environment because these kids would never think, I'm sitting side by side by somebody that I idolized. Yeah. And that's our thing, man, that it's the best thing going, man. And there's an education behind it, and it's all for the betterment of kids, though.
I love that, bro.
Yeah.
It's like utilizing the platform for something that's good, bro.
Yeah, and especially for me, I laugh all the time. It's like I'm a part of a social media driven thing, but I don't like to be on social media.
Yeah,
but
that's what it is.
Yeah,
man.
But I mean, our content team and our social media team,
they be on it, bro.
Bro, they incredible, bro. I just sit in there, man. We got this place in the arena called The Kitchen. Shout out to them, man. Ryan and the crew, bro. They be killing it, bro. They take my ideas and I sit back and it's cool,
Watch it unfold.
Yeah, they make that transition from being a stylist full time to bring so much life lesson that I learned to talk to these boys and then show them designs and then help them design their brands and all of that stuff. And, they get to have it and go on to the world about it.
Bro, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Like I said, my first thing, like I said, when I walked into that arena, bro, the experience, just the atmosphere, like I said, like I feel like I was inside the Space Jam.
Yeah.
That's what I got out of it.
Yeah,
bro.
and I tell anybody, man, anytime when you come to Atlanta, man, you in Atlantic Station,
you can relax down.
Yeah, anybody could just hit me, man, and be like, yo, can we come to the game? Every Friday and Saturday, man. If you can't make it, we're on Amazon Prime and all of that stuff, and it's a beautiful thing. But that's a part of my legacy, too, so that, young black men and women could see that you could come from anything and transition from, being an athlete, fighting against the odds, to doing some things that you never thought that you could do. And it's still, when people see me, they won't have an idea that I do that.
Yeah,
I'm a neurosurgeon. You know what I'm saying? And, and that's the part about throwing that curveball to people, man.
Let me ask you this. I don't know why it randomly just popped to me because you was talking about your legacy.
Yeah.
You say you have only daughters.
Yeah.
How's it feel being a girl dad?
The coolest shit ever in life. I think having daughters, bro, give you a focus like no other. I tell anybody, I have a bonus son. You know what I'm saying? but you know, he's so cool that it's like, okay, he just want to be cool. So he gets the purpose of that. But having daughters, man, they do something to you. You know what I'm saying? They give you a focus of life. They magnify your legacy with everything. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And it teaches you too how to have grace a little bit for women.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
bro,
saying?
women are superheroes, bro, and it's like in this generation we was just talking about, like, you know, how women are demoralized and how women demoralize themselves.
Yeah.
And these aspects, but bro, like, women really superheroes, bro. Cause
Yeah,
I'd be
they are.
damned if I ever have a child.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Have a period
No,
or something, bro. Like that shit crazy, bro. Women, they carry so much.
Yeah.
And I know, like, you
Yeah.
see a lot of shit.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, man, when you seeing your lady, bruh, body transform into something that you can't even magnify, and then you seeing there like every night, you know, seeing my daughter, you know, moving and kicking, and then when I talk to her, you know, while she's in her mother's stomach, and seeing how she react, but then if somebody else go talk to her or her mother's stomach, she don't move. It's the coolest thing ever in life, bro. It's unreal. And then to see your daughters run around, but you like, bro, that is me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is the
Watch
craziest
the
thing.
personalities
Bro, that's the
develop.
personality, bro. My 4-year-old, bro, track star, bro. She running around. Like, that's what her daddy did. But she don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cool thing, man. I tell any man, if you blessed to have daughters, man, or any child, bro, like, take that as a blessing and, you know, live a great life for them and make sure that they ain't got to want for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like show them what a man supposed to treat you like.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
no.
go.
Well, I said, like, I don't have kids, but you know, I was raised by my mom.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just, you know, me and my mom, and like I said, I think she was an amazing woman. Like I said, she raised me by herself.
Yeah. I was raised by a single mother too, man. And just the superpower of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like the sacrifices that a woman does. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, we understand that they special in their way, but then they great also. So there's a fine balance of it, and I feel like women, you know, need to understand that men do care about the support of them mentally.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a fan of single black mothers or single mothers, period. I think that women need that village. As men, we need to be there. And also, too, men need to sit with other men, like, say, like yourself, that you don't have children, but I can tell you, like, when you do have a child, be there more as a support system for your lady because of the transition that she gonna go through mentally and all of that stuff that, you know, we not taught. We just taught, the announcement, the baby shower, then the baby. Mm-hmm. Nobody tells you about postpartum and all of that stuff. And men go through postpartum too.
Really? I know men went through it. I know women go through it.
Yeah, well, you know, women go through it physically, mentally. Men go through it mentally. Basically, when I say this here, dealing with the unknown of seeing your woman react emotionally of her chemical imbalance, but we don't understand how to react to it.
Yeah.
So that's our postpartum. Because I guarantee the first thing that you see a lot of men do is give up, walk away. That's why you see single mothers. And then you don't even realize that you ask a person that fell out with their partner, what happened? They couldn't tell you. It's just, just argument. I got tired. That's not what, and that's what as men and women, we need to talk about more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And building that village, and as men, being more understanding, like, you know, I have the pregnancy app, you know, to show the growth of your child on your phone. So you can understand and have conversations with your lady. It's like, okay, have conversations with your lady. So this is what you're going through at 26 a week. Even by you saying that and they seeing that effort, that makes them like, oh man, he taking the initiative. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
it's like, bro, like I think like I said, like I'm big on like even just like outside of relationships. Yeah. Just friendships. Like I try to pay attention to small things. Right. It's like if I see like my homie lacking in something, or like if the girl I'm talking, just whatever it is, I pay attention. Yeah, you got to. So it's like if I fuck with you enough, if I can lighten your load, or I can take some weight off your shoulders, or like, it's just about that's human nature, bro. Yeah. But we lose that. Yeah, and another thing is too, man. People gotta understand is like we shouldn't go to therapy when there's something going wrong. We should go to therapy all the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we deal with so much subconsciously you're not even realizing it. So it's like go to therapy when you're having a great week. Yeah.
Go to therapy when you just kind of off, or another thing, if you go into a therapist, but then build that with your partner, that y'all could talk about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something that I realized in my years of my life. When it comes to relationship, as black men and women, where we feeling that we don't talk about on social media, besides chastising and saying the wrong and the right, we have to be honest with our relationship, how we are honest with our best friends.
That's facts.
If me and my lady supposed to be partners and best friends, I should be able to talk to her about shit just like I talk to you.
No, definitely.
You get what I'm saying? And give her the understanding, and she feel the same way. Because at the end of the day, once she feel like I could talk to my man about anything,
it opens up many more doors, and it betters your relationship too.
But we don't know what that look like, because nobody in relationships can be that honest.
Yeah, because you worried about so many other things. But I've witnessed relationships that are like that, and those relationships look like they're working out pretty good. Like I said, I've gone into a space of just being like present in life, and being intentional with how I move. So like, even if I'm rocking with you, I'm gonna let you know that I'm rocking with you. Like, it ain't like it's not like no play.
Right.
And then you got to think like shit. Like, growing up, like, I did music, I traveled, bro. I already went through my whole phase.
Oh yeah.
You don't really got to worry about me being in, bitches' faces all the time. Like, I did it already. And a lot of stuff don't really, like, drive me or, like...
Right.
So it's the same thing like you mentioned about the clubs and things like that. But it's like, yo, whoever you have a relationship with, whether it's friendship, you know what I'm saying, like, on an intimate level, it's about just communication, also just being, like, a friend, bro.
Right.
Like if I want my lady to be my best friend, like, bro, like, I want to be able to talk to you about shit, like, and you gotta let it out. But I like what you mentioned about, like, cause so many, especially in a black community, bro, like, we only go to therapy when things are wrong. Just like we only pray to God when shit fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, we just don't go to therapy at all. We do these. This is another thing I tell people, man. I don't give advice to something I haven't lived through or been through. Then you see these panels and all of this stuff, and they just be talking about bullshit. It's like this here. This is the funniest question I always ask people all the time. To the people that fix credit, your credit score should be an 850 or better, right?
Yeah.
You never hear nobody that fix credit show you what their credit score is. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when these relationships and these couples or these relationship experts,
they single.
That's all I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or because this is where I'm at in my life when I say again, as you get older, you feel everything. I want our black people, I just want people to have their one. Finding your one is the most incredible thing ever in life.
Yeah.
And the reason why we don't find it, because people are strolling and thinking that one thing or that glamorous thing is the next best thing. But finding your one, you and your one could go through some heartbreaking stuff and y'all still get through it.
Yeah. A lot of times you don't even notice that you're getting through it.
Yeah.
You literally just, it's a part of the journey, but it's like you know that person. So it's about, and even just like as man, bro, like, we're taught to always be tough. Yeah. We're taught to always just take everything on the chin. But it's like, bro, like, we gotta let this shit out, bro. Like, nigga, we humans too, bro. Like, we gotta
start that narrative too. I tell people, man, being tough is being vulnerable to show all your emotions.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, like, who you gotta prove you being tough to?
They got an ego, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, me personally, bro, I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. Yeah. Like, I'm a gun collector, bro. Yeah, so I collect guns, so. I've been in situations where I fought with my gun on my hip. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna pull it out unless I'm gonna use it.
I'm gonna be honest, and that's another thing is men that we gotta understand. I tell people all the time, man, I'd rather fight you. I know how to use my hands. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from the era that we're gonna throw these hands. Yeah. Bro, when you pull that gun out, bro, once that bullet goes, bro, first of all, it doesn't have no control of direction. And then at the end of the day, bro, everybody wanna go home back to their family, bro. Yeah. We can fight, bro. It's okay for me to knock you out. That's what, when we go to boxing matches, they don't, when they get done fighting, they show each other hands, show their sportsmanship, and cool. If we want to rematch, we'll fight again, make some money. Yeah. They not going to, when I see you out.
They can make it home, bro.
They can make it home, bro.
And it's like, it's like you're not, like, and it's like, in situations of life, bro, like when when I lost my mom, bro, like I'm pretty sure a lot of families go through this, and it's like we're not supposed to question God about nothing. But sometimes when tragic things happen, it's hard not to as a human. It's hard to because it's their time and it's that and the third. It's conditioned. We're conditioned to hear and say all the same things, and but it's like you said, bro, like a lot of these things could be avoided 100%. If you just have conversation, if you remove your ego from a lot of these things, bro. And it's like people can make it back to their families, but like a lot of people have kids, they have brothers, fathers, mothers, whatever, spouses, whatever, they have that. So it's like they have a village of people that love them. So it's like you doing a malice act, and something careless. When you could just, if you have that much of a problem, fight the person. Especially because it's about nothing, bro.
It's about nothing. And then at the end of the day, you really still could talk through it. You got to just remove the aggression away, take a moment, understanding how to choose your words, because we don't know what triggers people. You get what I'm saying? And we human too, bro. The first aggression of a man, you want to get aggressive. I'm the lion in this situation. But bro, listen, man. You could talk about anything, man. Honestly, pulling a weapon out, that's the last resort unless they pull the weapon out. And a lot of times you got people pull out weapons and the other person ain't pull out no weapon. So it's like, come on, my G, and then...
It's one-sided.
It's one-sided, and once you pull that weapon out and you use it, you hurt your family. I tell people all the time.
Because now you gone too.
Yeah, bro, I tell people all the time, man, I was looking at 5 years with guns in my car. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, the charge got dropped. But mind you, I'm sitting behind that wall. Once you got a crime and you put that guilty plea or something on you got to go sit down. You taken away from your family too. So I tell anybody all the time, I'm not gonna make no decision that take me away from my daughters. I don't care how crazy things get. Hey, bro, I gotta take care of my daughters.
It's not worth it.
It ain't even worth it.
It's not worth it.
It ain't worth it. So, I tell anybody about that, man. But it's so much in life, man, with us as people that we just need to be more honest with. And my biggest thing of life is your legacy, taking care of your responsibility, making sure that you have your will and your trust set up, get your life insurance policies, pay your kids, health insurance, set a 529 up for your kids. And I tell people this all the time. As soon as your kid is born and got a social security number, go start a bank account. By every week, have automatically withdraw $50, the lowest. The lowest you could go, $50 a month, $50 a week to your child's bank account. So about time they 20-something years old, think about how much money that is.
A week. That's a lot of weeks.
But you not even realize you
don't realize
you eat $50 in a day.
Just like with subscriptions, bro.
There you
Netflix
go.
Probably fucking my account over
There
right
you
now.
go.
I look at my phone, bro. I get notifications from Apple every day. I don't know what the hell I'm being charged from Apple. $4.99, $1.99.
Right.
Like.
So treat your children's lives as a subscription for the betterment.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? And do that. That's where I'm at in my life about it. It's just your legacy, man. Buy land. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm done buying all the other stuff, bro. I want to own land. I wish that I had the money I had now when I moved to Atlanta, and I could have brought this land, and I would have held on it. I'm seeing what they're doing off of Edgewood. I tell everybody, man, if you got some money, man, let's go buy Edgewood and Auburn Avenue, bro. We cannot let that get gentrified. It is getting gentrified.
It's gentrified right now.
They putting a high rise on Edgewood.
Yeah, that's getting gentrified right now.
That's where my mental is at, and I want everybody mental to be there, because that's sustaining your legacy. But I'm gonna be honest with you, all the materialistic stuff that you got in your life right there, water is gonna disappear, and you don't know where it went to. It's probably things you brought before when you moved to something, you lost it. You be like, I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, it's a lot of the stuff we have is you're only into it for the moment.
For the moment, man.
I was talking I think with Vic, and we were just talking. I was just talking, about it, like stuff you work for.
Yeah.
Like when you work for something and you buy it, cherish it more versus somebody give it to you.
Yeah.
It don't hold the same amount of value.
Yeah.
Now things with sentimental value, those things, hold weight, but it's crazy. Like I'm just thinking back now that you talk about. I got designer shit I done probably bought I never even put on, bro.
For what? Now think about this here. If you already just started putting that money away, just the money away, bro. it'll make your life better, man. It'll put you in a position to do something better. If your credit together and then you doing that, bro, you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
So I tell people all the time, man, my way of stunting is I tell anybody, you don't want to play that stunt game with me because I'm going to stunt different.
Yeah.
I'm going to stunt and show you that I own my great-grandparents' property in South Carolina. That's in a trust for my daughters that we could never sell.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That dynasty trust and all of that stuff, that's how you stunt. That's how you play. So my daughters could say, yeah, we got a vacation home that my great-great-grandparents owned that my daddy went back and owned.
Yeah. That's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a different type of flex.
That's how we should do it.
And it's just like, I think even when it comes to just like people, we was talking about, how people like, when it comes to fashion a lot of times, you don't necessarily have to put on all these different brands to look good or make it look like something at all. Like, even when it comes to like cars we drive, and think, Corey, get what you like. I tell people, if you want something, get it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because money come and go.
Yeah.
Like you know Sherrod, right?
Yeah.
So like Sherrod, like if anybody knows Sherrod, bro, Sherrod not flashy, bro.
Yeah.
He's the owner of God is dope.
Yeah.
You know
my
what I'm saying?
man too.
Like,
my man.
That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? And like when Sherrod, man, I remember one time Sherrod put up on me at my shop, bro. He pulled up in a Nissan.
Yeah.
And it's like, this nigga's a millionaire.
And it's the coolest shit ever, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Sherrod ain't walk around with no big iced out chain. Like
For what?
He got a herringbone on.
Yeah.
He got on his clothes.
Right.
And he cool, bro.
Bro, that's what matters, man. At the end of the day, man, cars is it doesn't matter because when you get out that car and somebody see you walking, that's how they choose you. That's how they gauge who you are, how you present yourself. Yes, we know we live in this stereotypical world. Is whatever you driving up, but bro, I know a lot of people that got these cars that they can't afford. I say, bro, the way you want to impress me, maintain something for generations. I tell people all the time, bro, my biggest motivation because I live in Atlanta, I want to see a lot of us live on West Pacers Ferry. And if anybody that lives in Atlanta don't understand, West Pacers Ferry is the higher epsilon of Atlanta and Buckhead that is the same road as the governor's mansion, but you could not tell me what all those people do on West Pacers Ferry to own those big ass houses.
Yeah, when I drive through there,
you don't know. You don't know who. I know one person live on West Pacers Ferry. One.
It's crazy. The house is beautiful.
But when you saw them other houses, you don't know who they are. There is no flashy cars, but they have maintained those houses through generations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I'm just very, very ambitious about what I speak about. But if Cascade is out Pacers Ferry, it should look just like West Pacers Ferry.
Yeah.
It shouldn't look the way it do. And that's what I had to say about that.
We don't take care of our stuff.
There you go.
We don't. If you think about just different cultures, like Chinese people, or whatever,
communities,
of people, Jewish people, whatever, they invest into each other.
Yeah.
Like they might say, "Oh, we're gonna all put all our money together, and you're gonna go get this, and you're gonna go get this,
and then you're gonna come back and get me, and come back." And
same thing. How like Nip.
Yeah.
Him and his family went and tried to get that whole plaza.
Yeah.
It's like we gonna buy the block, and it's small things like that, but it's like we're so. Even though the stereotype of like black men can't work together, they can't do business together.
Yeah.
Business don't strive, it don't last because egos, and there's people that don't want to have the uncomfortable conversations.
Right, and we gotta have that, bro. We gotta have that uncomfortable conversation.
You think about people like when it comes like somebody say, "Hey man, what I owe you?" Oh man, but you could just, it don't even matter.
Yeah.
No, it do
matter.
It do matter.
Because I want to give you what you asked for, so then you don't feel slighted by me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It do matter, and it's like we do that so much.
Yeah.
We like, and that we don't even realize that we're doing it. But it's like, because if you go into these stores, how much is this? Oh, that's $1,900. That's $3,200. They're gonna tell you immediately.
Yeah.
And you don't feel no type of way about it.
But and another thing is too, because you my friend, I should not ask you for a discount. If you tell me, bro, my tattoos cost $2,000, $5,000 or whatever, I'm gonna give you that with no problem.
Yeah.
Like I like to collect art. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I started investing my money into. When an artist told me, unless he say I'm gonna give you this, I pay what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too, is like the investment of lives of flexing differently instead of materialistically. You know what I'm saying? I tell a lot of my friends, you know, I've been investing in art for years before it became trendy. You know what I'm saying?
I know about.
Yeah.
I know about like my boy Bravo. You
Yeah,
bought stuff
yeah.
for him.
Oh man, listen, bro.
Hobo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And brothers that I saw
Early
from the
on,
beginning,
in the very beginning.
You know what I'm saying? And like, and then as I got bigger, I invested in doing my own art show, Art of Atlanta, and putting Hobo and all of these guys in and stuff like that. And I got a proclamation for the city of Atlanta because I wanted to do something that I genuinely cared about. And the artists, if they sold from that show, they got to keep all their money.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? And so I want us to invest in art not because it's trendy, but because that's a part of your legacy. You know what I'm saying? That could pass that down. And you know, I tell people all the time, I want some of my art collection in my will and my trust to be donated to my black college in a wing with my name on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like you think it's so far ahead, and a lot of us a lot of people are scared to live ahead.
Yeah, but bro,
because you're scared of reality. But the reality is, it's like we all have a due date.
Yeah.
You know, and if you look at anything, you got the date you're born, you got the date you pass away, and you got that little line in the middle of it. So it's like, what you gonna do with your dash?
Yeah, and the crazy part is too, and you know, before we go, it's just crazy how like the manifestation of life is real. So I realized, like, when I stand out of my living room window, I'm the only young black man that lives directly behind Martin Luther King Jr.'s house in the world. Part of my legacy. My company name is on Edgewood. Part of my legacy. When you start to think about this here, when we was taught about black history, when we saw Martin Luther King Jr., we thought he was old when he passed.
Yeah.
But he was in his 30s.
Wow.
I think Martin Luther King Jr. was in his 30s, if I'm wrong, but he was very young when he got assassinated.
Yeah, I never pictured him being super old. Like,
Right, but if you look at the pictures, you know, they look older.
yeah, he looked like
Right,
way older.
right, but he was young, but bro, look what his legacy has done in his young life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I say all of that to say is like, you got to do this shit when you're young because, bro, you get older, you ain't gonna get that money that fast.
Yeah.
You know,
You got the energy to get up,
Yeah,
you know, lose a little sleep.
yeah,
It's
it's
a lot
like
of
that,
things
bro.
you
Like,
can do, man.
you know, when it get dark outside, I'm ready to go in the house.
I'm trying to tell you,
You know,
ain't nothing for me out here.
ain't nothing. I'd rather go home, hang out with my daughters, man, cool out, watch my football games, mess with my old schools, bro.
I wanna ask you a couple. Like, I know you talked about a lot of people in Atlanta that you work with.
Yeah.
Who were some people that you had the opportunities of working with that you were inspired by, like that just your life right now? I know you probably inspired by a lot, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, I'm
anybody
inspired
that
by-
like that just stick first pop to your head, like
2. Well, how many I can name?
it's up to you.
All right. My brother Emory Jones,
Okay.
my brother Biggs, my brother Kenny Burns. Let's see. I gotta talk to him. Jermaine Dupree, but I'm trying to think like somebody that just, bro. I've been blessed, man, and I say, bro, I have been blessed an amazing life, bro. And see, I'm so numb to it because it's so a part of me now.
Yeah.
But, bro, it's like it's so many people, bro. So many people.
Well, like I said, and that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times we're taught to hear like, you know, you can only be inspired, you know, by one person. Who inspires you? Oh, this person. But really, like in your type of lifestyle, you probably have so many human interactions,
Right.
with so many different
since
people
daily,
that you
like daily text messages,
Yeah,
like right
just
now.
drawing from.
But but I'm gonna tell you like this. I have chapters, so I could do this by chapters. That'll make it easy. My younger life, my uncle Hollywood, he's a Miami street legend. He passed away. He got killed. That was like teaching me how to be more of a charismatic young man, taking care of yourself, all about your money, how to move through the streets. My mom, let's see, my great-grandparents, and then when I got into this entertainment world, Kenny Burns, Emory Jones, Biggs, indirectly Jermaine Dupree, bruh, like just Coach K, I could say, just guys that I could just sit back and talk to and watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then when you get easier too, I'm inspired by my daughters. You know, that's the cool part.
Yeah. That's hard.
Let's see.
Well, I say you. I remember we talked earlier. I know you mentioned. You know, you did a lot of stuff with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You did stuff with Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil, my man. God, you know, rest him. I mean, I got to speak on behalf of him at the High Museum. You know, that was
a close relationship.
Yeah. Like, you know, talk to him through text message. You know, put a lot of my young brothers in a room with him. You know what I'm saying? And then the cool part about it with Jay, which came through Emory, Jay allowed me to design something for it. It was the Magna Carta tour. He wore the shirt I designed with me and my little brother Antoine, that actually people know him now as RGB with the trucker hats.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
I gave Antoine an opportunity back in that Magna Carta tour was like 2000 and
what year was that?
12, 13, somewhere around there. I called Twan. I was in LA. I designed the ideal on a hotel sketch pad. Told him to print these shirts. So it was actually with 2 shirts we did because Jay and gave me and my brother Ruggs the opportunity to be brand ambassadors for Duce.
Okay.
So so me and Ruggs was running around. Even though I don't drink, me and Ruggs was running around Atlanta with Duce, and that just took him up out of here.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm proud of my brother Ruggs where he's at now, doing this thing as a businessman. But like, Jay wore the Magna Carta T-shirt that I designed in Charlotte, where I played football at, and took a picture with my mother with it. Then we went to the club, to the after party. Me and him are the only people in the club with the shirts on. And it's documented. It's taking pictures with Alex from AG Entertainment in the picture.
Yeah.
But that's a surreal moment that I could look back like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Emory took the shirt, gave it to Jay. Jay came out the dressing room. My mama eyes got big. I'm like, what the fuck? I turned around. I don't know. That's Big Homie.
And sometimes
then bro got on my shirt.
Sometimes you so caught up in living in it that you can't really hone on what you really did.
Yeah. Like even another one. Big bro Emory called me. Was like, yo, Biggs want to get on the phone with you. We want to do something. He had this brand called 4th of November. Biggs just came home. Nobody didn't know. We did an art event. I found the venue, Ambient Studios. Yeah. We did an art event mixed with fashion and stuff. Biggs came and do it. And then a couple of months later, no, it was like a year or so later, a Nike campaign with the Rockefeller Air Force Ones. Me and Cam Kurt flew to New York. Cam shot me and Biggs, documenting us of a day. I rode in the Mercedes-Benz replica of what Jay had. And me and Biggs went around New York for a Nike campaign, bro. And I was a part of that. And that's that, like, and then, you know, went to Marcy, then went and sat on the bench with Biggs in Harlem, and he took me around and stuff like that, and he just told me these stories. And I'm like, bro, I grew up watching Backstage and looking at y'all. Mm-hmm. Now I'm riding in New York City with you, and you telling me these stories, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That shit is the coolest shit ever in life. And then just being with Emory, and every time he come to Atlanta, it's me, Emory, and Ruggs, and Emory just surpassing everything that people thought that couldn't be done. Now look what they have done with Puma. Look what they have done with, you know, with Planes. Look what they've done with Rock Nation. You get what I'm saying?
I love what they're doing with Puma right now.
Bro, listen,
man.
bro. I have those inspirations in a 0.1 degree of separation. So I always keep that in my mind. Everything that I do, that it shows my respect back to them. Saying like, this is what it is.
Yeah. No, definitely, bro. Like,
yeah, so that's the cool.
That's powerful.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I think the same way. Like, you know, like my biggest client is Darren Waller. And,
great football player.
And we, you know, like I said, we talked about his story.
Yeah.
You know how inspiring his story is, because a lot of people don't get a second chance at the NFL. They only get one chance at NFL.
Boy.
But so many people don't get a second chance at life.
Not at all.
He actually got He got a chance at both of those. And,
Yeah.
you know, I never thought about it, but you know, I've done every single tattoo on his body.
That's beautiful, brother.
And I never really thought about it until like somebody said it to me, like, how many of them tattoos you did? And I was like, I did all of them.
Yeah. So think about this here. He is walking around with your vision for the eternity of his life.
Yeah.
And he's playing on the highest level of football and carrying you running around on the field.
Yeah, but they made at the Aria. I think it was at the Aria Hotel. They made a chocolate statue of him there, made it all chocolate, and they put the tattoos.
Oh, that's hard.
They put the
That's
tattoos
hard.
made out of chocolate.
No homo, but where's the chocolate statue at now?
I think they gave it to
Oh,
him.
okay.
So they got him. They got it. He gonna put it in his house when his house finished getting built.
Oh, that's hard.
But I think they got it in like some type of storage or something right now. But I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
Can that shit melt though?
I don't, that's what I was wondering. Like, I'm not sure. Like, I'm like, hey, bugs ain't gonna get to it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's just the fact that, like, you know, when you look at, like, bro, that's my artwork. Even like you talked about a proclamation. I have my own proclamation.
Yeah, see, that's hard, brother.
You know, in the city of Atlanta, it's like,
And
that's something I never would have thought
that's
of.
That's Atlanta history, bro. That's documented in the Atlanta history. You gotta understand it. But like, you know, I was bugging out, you know, just this weekend. So my brother Rod Wave is on tour, and I went to visit him. But then JD had me do something, and he was at the Soul Trading Wars with Escape. But then my brother Rotimi just did the OT arena, and he's like, bro, your vision, what you told me, it worked. I'm in 3 different dynamics around the world in one weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm chilling in Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? It's like you got to live in those things of your legacy, bro. Like, cause I tell anybody, bro, this ain't normal.
It's not.
It's not normal. You know what I'm saying? We walking around as we doing it normal, and it's normal to us, but people dream of these things, bro, and would never see it in real life.
Yeah.
So we got to be appreciative of it. That's why I'm so humble about it. And I tell anybody, man, you could just meet me at McDonald's, but I'm gonna give you all the game. Talk to anybody.
Man, the game is to be told, not sold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some things you know what I'm saying, you can monetize.
Yeah.
But in reality, bro, like I tell people all the time, I'm a self-taught tattoo artist.
Yeah, like I'm a self-taught stylist.
Yeah, like I don't know how to draw.
That's hard.
That fuck you up, don't it?
Yeah, that's
everybody
crazy.
automatically assume that tattoo artists have to know how to draw. I can't draw.
That's
I
dope.
design everything digitally.
Bro, that's hard.
I design everything. I paint too. I remember when Street is X first got built.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never used a spray can in my life. They don't know this. They find out.
Technically,
they hear this. Technically, them don't know
Yeah.
this, bro. I never used a spray can in my life, bro. Charlie hit me up. You know, it was Charlie Tech or Wolf. One of them hit me up like, "Hey man, we need you to come through, and we want you to do the basketball court." So you know that basketball court out there. So I did that. Right,
you didn't know what you was doing.
I didn't know what I was doing. So but mind you, I'm so ahead of like how I work. I'm like, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do what I know how to do.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get other artists that I know. I'm gonna hand select them to come out here and let them do their thing and give them the opportunity to, you know. And they're like,
which is our direction.
Yeah, and that's literally what I did. So it's like, but I never used a spray can in my life, bro. But automatically what happens is I'm a tattoo artist. You assume that I know how to paint.
Yeah.
You assume I know how to draw. You assume I know how to, you assume all these things just because they just put an artist and you just in that box and you just know how to do all this stuff. And the reality is like, I think as humans, bro, we could do whatever the fuck we want to do.
And just to piggyback off of that, man, I was blessed to go to Prince's house 2 weeks ago, bro, and I'm a diehard Prince fan.
That's hard.
And people don't understand this. Prince was a self-taught classical artist.
That's hard.
I walked through this man's house, bro.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm a diehard Prince fan. So, and just like I said, like you said, bro, I was an athlete. That's all I knew.
Yeah.
I taught myself how to use my brain, how to be a creative director, and to understand the arts of life.
Yeah. See, the thing is this. Like I mentioned this that I heard Steve Jobs say. It's about connecting the dots.
Yeah.
So I said this in one of my more recent episodes. But you know, Steve Jobs talked about connecting the dots.
Yeah.
And it's like, so what it seemed like for me, you know, I took everything I learned from music. Mm-hmm. I mean, I turned it down. Took from sports.
Yeah.
I applied it to music. Sports music, applied it to tattoos. Sports music and tattoos, applied it to philanthropy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like it's the same thing on your journey.
Yeah.
Even when you talk about the timeline earlier and you were just going back, that's what I feel like tattoos are.
Yeah.
Tattoos are a timeline of our journey. I get a tattoo. Like now you got these 2 tattoos today.
Yeah.
So whenever you look at them, you know what they represent, but also like if anything ever happened to me or just whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
you
remember this conversation.
Yeah.
You remember how genuine it was. You know, it's just small things. Like even about like I was talking about, you know, I don't necessarily cover tattoos up that's on me. Right. I have before, but once I started thinking, I'm like, you know what, like
I should have kept it.
It's like, bro, You have so many tats. I could tat 3 people, 5 people, 10 people name on me right now. You would never know it's on me.
Yeah.
Because I have so many tattoos on my body, but it's Young Mozzie, bro. You know, like
My
rest
dog.
in peace, Mozzie.
My
like
dog.
Mozzie, bro, was a street nigga, bro. But at the same time, bro, Mozzie, when my interaction with Mozzie, bro,
Had a heart of gold, bro.
heart of gold, bro.
Heart of gold.
One thing, bro, Mozzie did, bro, like he taught me, bro. He came in the shop one day and he was getting tattoos I was tattooing his people on him.
Yeah.
Somebody came in the shop, was like, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss." "Oh, no. They're still here." That's what he said. "I'm just gonna get them tatted on me while they're here, so they know that how much I fuck with them and that I love them. Because if they're gone, I can't show them that."
Yeah.
So when I took that, I had the privilege of getting my mom tattoo portrait on me, and I was able to show her.
Yeah, that's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hard.
A couple months before she passed away.
That's hard.
You know what I mean? And just, just the way that made me feel, bro. Like,
yeah. And then she realized too that she actually cooler than you, that she actually could live through a tattoo. She lived through art.
Man, my mom got a tattoo too. My mom, man, she got her first tattoo at I think 2019 when I opened up Atlanta Inc.
That's hard. So let me ask you a question. So, because incredible that you on your spirit is, my mother got a little tattoo, bro, of a heart, and she thought that was just gonna hurt her. I'm gonna feel like because you're a giant in your world, your mother got a tattoo bigger than a heart, right?
My mom got TMC.
Okay, that's big enough.
Tatted on her.
Yeah.
And then she got it when Nipsey died.
That's hard.
So my mom, like
She
said,
a
like,
real one.
and back in LA, like my family is all Crips. Like they Slauson Boys, all that. My mom used to watch it.
No, that's hard. That's hard.
You know, so my mom was like, my mom was in it back in the day. Yeah, like it was a safe house.
Yeah,
you come to her house as a safe house, bro. Like she was in tune with everything that was going on.
That's
but
hard.
You know, I saw her, like, she moved me out here because she didn't want me to, like, follow my brother's footsteps.
Right.
It was crazy. I was telling somebody the other day, bro, like, I didn't know what sports were until I came to Georgia. All I knew about was game bang.
Yeah, and you know one thing too, those that understand the respect of that world, you know, it comes with some type of self. It's just like the same thing in Miami. You know, I was raised by real drug dealers and killers for real. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize how that much ingrained to you, how you move as a person. Mm-hmm. Even though it's other things, but when you come back to the core of things, it's something that stands for of an institution of what things are supposed to be ran in the right way with discipline and things like that. So, you know, like I said, I could tell by that. That's why your mother is a real one like that. And because of the hood that she represented and I say tribe of real ones that come from there. You know what I'm saying? Because we know some real ones that came from, you know, that world and represent a lot out of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's supposed to be done the right way. That's why Nipsey lives forever. Yeah. Because he realized this here is supposed to be done this way.
Yeah. And he didn't have a problem trying to educate people on and tell you, like, a lot of the books I read now, I read because I heard Nip talk about it.
Yeah, bro, listen, man.
It's about knowledge.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's why the great Louis Farrakhan, man, I got to shake that man's hand, bro. That meant more to me than anything in life.
That's hard.
So that's respecting. But I mean, like I said, bro, with us as people, we got to use that narrative of social media like you're doing here, and we got to change from what we're putting out. Our black women, we got to stop that. I call it soliciting prostitution and degrading yourselves. And my brothers, we gotta flex of having a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop all the materialistic stuff. Let's stop all the killing of each other and all of that stuff, and let's go make legacy so families could go on family vacations together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we could alternate through vacation homes and do it the right way, and we live forever, and we could grow old with our women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And our women could say,
because we deserve to grow old, bro.
We deserve to grow old, bro. And our women deserve to have husbands that we can say we've been together for 30, 51 years. Not 2 months, 2 years, and that's my baby mama, whatever like that. You know, I tell people, I don't even call, you know, my daughter's mothers, they're not baby mamas. It's my daughter's mother. You get what I'm saying? I would never use that other word because I'm never going to degrade a woman any type of way to the universe like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if we get to that place that we get to that place.
It's about the right people just putting it on the forefront and just we have to change the narrative ourselves.
Yeah, but you know the crazy thing is, man, we are the right people. All of us are.
Yeah.
Just as how we all upload everything on our social medias, I tell people all the time, man, stop being controlled by that machine, because that machine has all of us posting the same thing that is hurting us.
That's what I had a conversation with Isaiah. He was just talking about how, social media desensitizes us.
Yeah.
Like even with, and that was crazy, but I'm going to be real. Like, that's why when you mentioned Shaka name, I asked you how Shaka was, because the crazy thing is, like, I heard about Shaka stuff for like that week.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear about it no more. So it's like, but I personally met Shaka. I personally had experiences with Shaka. Like, when I, like that bowling trophy there is from Lunar Day weekend.
Yeah. He actually got me, one of the reasons I started bowling because of him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Just it's small things, but people posted about it for a small amount of time.
Yeah.
And it's just like, somebody passed away tonight or tomorrow, whatever. People post about it and then they move on with their lives.
Yeah,
man.
and that's the desensitizer way that we're wired. I text Shaka at least. I actually texted him the beginning of like last week. You know what I'm saying? When the situation happened, I was right there at the hospital, because he's a big part of my life. So, and you got to understand, man, we as individuals and as brothers, again, we got to protect our heroes like him.
Yeah. We have to, bro.
Gotcha.
Even like I taught the K Camp, bro, just about, growing up, rappers were superheroes, bro.
Yeah.
All the rappers that we grew up listening to, damn near, most of them are still here, bro.
Yeah. And it's crazy, like in that time, like me and Camp talked about it outside his mama house one day. About, you know what I'm saying, Mama Camp, shout out to her. It's like the things that.
Shout out to Mama Camp.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, she was there.
Yeah.
She there when my mom passed away, bro. Mama Camp reached out to me.
She another real one.
She helped me put together the whole everything. I'm gonna be, and I ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna talk about it. I was like, it's some other stuff, bro. I ain't gonna bash nobody or nothing. But Mama Camp was there, bro, and I needed her.
Yeah, listen.
She didn't have to be there.
She a real one, bro. And listen, I know she gonna kill me for this, but she makes some amazing hibiscus tea. If you ever get the chance to meet Mama Camp, just tell her that Renaldo said, can she bless you with the hibiscus tea, bro? Like, she showed me she made it from scratch, bro. And she was in the house, and it was the funniest thing, man. And it's crazy, man, when you think about how blessed your life is when you get to see amazing people.
Because they come from all different walks of life. That's why you treat people accordingly, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You move with grace.
Right.
And, like, it's just, just be a human, bro. We're so dehumanized, bro, that it's okay for us to be human. And I think we forget that on the daily, bro. Like, I'm utilizing this platform that I have right here, bro. I'm using my pain to fuel my passion, bro. My passion, if anybody that knows me know that I help people, bro. And that's naturally, bro. Like, I give to people. I take the shirt off my back and give it to somebody, bro. Because my mom raised me that way. Like, she instilled so many things in me, bro, that's what I hold on to. I gotta hold on to what she hold on. And I tell people all the time, bro. Like, if you got a mom, you got parents, bro. I don't care if y'all got a bad relationship. Talk to them. Be there for them. You got kids, hug on them, hold them. Like, I don't have any of that. Like, I'm in the space right now, bro. I feel alone, bro. I feel by myself. Like, I'm figuring it out, bro. Day by day.
But this is what I'm about to tell you that's so crazy. Bruh.
Give you this.
Nah, this is what you gotta understand. I'm not emotionally crying, bruh. Your mother is sitting. Bro, your mother is sitting right here. When I tell you, as you get older, you feel she's proud of you. I'm not even crying, but that's the craziest part. I'm an empath, so I feel shit. You doing what you're supposed to do.
It's like I don't question this. Like I
You
feel
shouldn't.
like,
And the crazy part is like people going to see this, and this is what the world got to understand, bruh. When you get in tune with yourself, the universe controls you. I'm sharing a tear, bruh, for the universe, for our black women, for our brothers that we lost, for people that are lost. It's just like when I reached out to you, I saw a clip, I said, I feel that. And I told you whenever it needed for me to come, I come. But these tears is like, it's not, I'm not crying because I'm not upset about nothing, I'm not hurt about nothing. I'm actually happy as hell.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But bro, I feel it.
So I'm saying, I think I'm in a space, bro. Like I'm for so many months, bro. I was like emotionally unavailable, and I randomly cry, bro. I don't even know. And sometimes I cry and I start laughing. I can't really control it.
But brother, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's beautiful. You see how like I could go, my eyes start tearing up, and then I'm smiling, bro, because it's what we gotta understand. It's bigger than us.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It is.
Would you realize that this is bigger than you, bro, and bigger than us? You become a purist. You become open. And that's why I could feel everything because I'm not closed off from nobody around. I know I'm not closed off from nobody in the world, but it's just so much that the universe and the world is doing to us to take that feeling away. And I stand on this, and I keep saying this because I see this is where the detriment is going to tear us as people apart. I'm asking our black women, please stop degrading yourselves through social media. My brothers, stop entertaining that. And as men and women, let's be there for each other to put a standard on each other because what we're doing is not sustainable for our legacies. And yes, we are human. We'll make mistakes, but sometimes we got to take the ego and we got to sit down and we got to talk to each other. We got to be open.
We do.
We got to say, yo, listen, hey man, little mama, that ain't cool. For me to entertain you, this is what I demand of myself and I demand this of you.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to be a partnership, forget all the, let's be a partnership for a quick TikTok. Let's be a partnership for life.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So let's just please stop that. And what you doing with this platform, bro, having this unedited, purest thing, we're gonna make sure that this become the most purest and biggest and most positive thing around the world. We got to.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, your mother is proud of you, bro. She is standing right here.
And somebody told me that today. They outside of you just saying, somebody just said, bro, your mama proud of you.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, you hear it, you starting to hear it too much, bro. That's how the universe works, bro. That manifestation of life is real. Because I guarantee you, this was not on your heart to do this until you lost your mother.
Yeah.
I know. You ain't got to tell me. I know.
Yeah.
And look how God is going to bless you with the people that come and sit down through getting tattooed by you giving your gift and planting yourself on us to be a vulnerable place to come talk with no ego.
Yeah.
That's an amazing thing, brother. Don't ever for 1 second think that what you're doing is not a supernatural thing.
I think I just tapped into just when my mom, like me caregiving for my mom and taking care of her in the space. It was a moment when everything started happening.
Yeah.
Where well, of course I feel like I lost everything.
Yeah.
But then in the midst of all, like where everything was like looking bad,
Yeah.
I found clarity.
Yeah.
And then when my mom passed away, I lost clarity. I caregived for her the entire time.
Yeah,
I tell you, caregiving isn't easy.
No.
You know, and we're humans.
Yeah.
And so recently, you know, when I reached out to, like I joined my bowling league, that's where I met my guy Chase. You know, that's the director of all this, and just told him my vision of what I want to do. First thing he said, let's do it. It wasn't a question. It was like, let's do it. And my thing of moving forward with this platform is like, and just everything I do in life is just knowing that whatever I'm doing in life is bigger than me.
There you go.
Everything I'm doing in life is bigger than me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Nip used to always say, the highest human act is to inspire.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how many people I inspired until, people saw me in my darkest times.
Yeah.
Like one of my cousin Kellen, bro, like he older than me. But Kellen told me when last time I came to when he came to Georgia for my mom's homegoing, and when I went to California, he broke down to tears just telling me like how much I inspire him.
Yeah.
He was like, cuz, you got it on your page and say, you gotta live to inspire. And mind you, I done had that on my page since I probably started Instagram, like just say it in my bio,
Right.
say live to inspire, and I don't even know why I wrote it.
Because it's
know what I mean? It just happened.
So what I realized in life, man, our lives are preordained and it's already set up. Like I tell people all the time, we don't control this. We riding this roller coaster, bro, and it was already playing, and your life is already it. It's like, bro, everything when you start to look back as you get older, you start to look at things. God already preordained this thing in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was already preordained. It was already destined for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we just ride and wait until the time that we get there.
It's about time.
Yeah, and now he's gonna put you on the interstate, and things gonna make you try to take some exit.
Yeah.
But your destiny and your legacy, bro, was already preordained, bro.
Yeah, and I think that's why like timing is so important, because if I would have did this years ago, I probably would have known how to
Well, to be honest with
maintain
you, you wasn't gonna do it years ago.
Yeah.
Like I tell people all the time, I wasn't gonna accomplish nothing until God put me through other things in life to get me to this place. So we can't
show you how to keep it.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? And so, things have to happen, and like I said, we have to realize this too, and I tell everybody out here to the world. Even when we're in our darkest moments, our darkness is still light to other people because we actually got through it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's why it's always when they tell you, bro, a storm can only go for so long. Every storm passes. That is real life, bro.
Yeah. Jim Jones, you heard that Jim Jones song called Rain?
No, I didn't know.
When we leave here, check it out.
Okay.
Jim Jones got a song called Rain, but he said, he just talk about, like, when it rain, like it wash away the pain,
right.
and it's be a brighter day, and it's like, bro, that's some real shit.
And I tell people all the time, man, never give up when you feel like it's tough on you, because you're the light for somebody else. Because when somebody else see you get through something that is tough, that's why women are so incredible, bro. I remember my daughter, bro, we was in labor for 72 hours. How as a woman could go through labor for 72 hours, bro, to bring a child into this world and then go back to normal? Superheroes, bro.
Yeah, man.
So, and that's why I'm so adamant about us changing this narrative, how we interact with our women and our men and our brothers, how we interact with all of us, bro, because it's really real, bro. We really have to show that, and really the temptation of everything, bro, is nothing. That's our number one disaster, bro. When you find that one, as a black man, love her, bro, because if you lose her, you never get it back again.
Yeah, that's facts.
And the same thing for women, too.
Yeah, vice versa, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because a nigga look cute, whatever, when you find your one, all of that stuff don't matter, bro.
It goes out the door, bro.
Yeah.
Cause that experience that you have with that person, bro, like you'll never get that again.
Yeah, never get it again, bro. Never to get it again.
Same thing about these conversations, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we living in it, and I hope that people take from this, and every session that I sit here, bro, I gain knowledge.
Yeah.
I learn things. It's therapeutic for me.
Right.
Tattoos have been therapeutic for me my entire life.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
all.
I mean? I have the privilege of having you here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you came.
Yeah.
I know you. The one thing that you want everybody to know, but if it's anything else, you just want everybody to know. Leave a piece. It's just on your mind, bro. Outside, cause they already know.
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
talked about, but
Yeah.
anything, just to inspire or motivate, just whatever. Like,
I would say this here, man. In a life, in a world a fake, just be real. You know what I'm saying?
It's the easiest thing to do.
Easiest thing to do, man. And I feel like just walk with your legacy, bro. I tell anybody, man, every step you take, soon as you wake up every morning, it's a part of your legacy. So even though sometimes you get side rail and we get side rail, man, I want all of us to have a legacy to the point that they don't have no room in no library, no museum to put everybody's legacy, to the point they got to start putting it on highways. They got to start putting it on side of the buildings as like graffiti.
Yeah.
I don't want people to live to die. I want everybody's name to go in like Martin Luther King Jr., Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying, Tupac Shakur, you know, like legendary like that. Because when you hear those names, they stand for something, bro. When you hear at these certain names, they stand for something. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matters, bro. All this here materialistic stuff, bro, stop there. Let's start the new flex of having wheels, trust, dynasty trust, 529s for your kids, and land. And all of us have vacation homes that we could just take our kids.
Nah, that's facts, brother.
And just ride out.
Traveling, bro. I tell people, man, like traveling is so important, bro, because you get to see different walks of life. You get to see how other people are just living,
right?
And it helps you reset, especially as a creative.
Yeah. 100%.
When I travel, bro, and I always have days where I might just chill, do nothing.
Yeah. Just
get in tune with myself, and it helps me. And so when I do come back to the States or wherever, even if I'm in the States, like if I come back home, it helps me reset everything, and it gives me like a fresh, like walk of life. Like I can't wait to get back in the I can't wait to do this, and it's just just learning and understanding it. We have to we have to change the narrative. We have to put one foot in front of the other, and just knowing that everything that we're doing is bigger than us.
Yeah.
And, just it's okay to be human, bro.
Yeah, it's great to be human, bro. and it's great to show people that you're not perfect, man. Stop using filters. Stop using all of that.
Hey, I said that. I said that recently. I said life is a filter, bro. We got to remove the filter.
Yeah, and another thing is, I speak on things that I stand by. If everybody could start posting their legacy work instead of moments and highlight reels, you'll be amazed what life would do for you.
It would change because it changes everything that goes on. Now,
you know what I'm saying? That's why, man, I tell people all the time, I want you to know my name and my work. If you get to meet me in person to see me, you be shocked. Like, oh, okay, that's you. You know what I'm saying? But no, man, put your work out there, man. Let's. I'm just a lot of things I'm not cool with, man. I'm just not cool with the way I'm seeing our women promoting themselves on social media. That just bothers my soul, and I know it's because I have daughters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then guess what? Y'all women is somebody else's daughter. And guess what? One day you're gonna want to be somebody's wife. And there's one thing that a man with standards and has a legacy, if he look back and say everybody can see what my wife is, there's no separation from me. Because I could say this here, if every man gave a woman a wedding ring and he got engaged to a woman that was his one, there's no separation from her. So if we start that and having two households, families that's able to stand and work through everything and build a village and not put all your personal business on social media and work through this with each other, bro. And that's personal business with your friends, relationships. If brothers get in arguments, we're not picking up guns. What we're going to do is we're going to put two tables, and we're going to put two chairs with each other, and we're going to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Every man wants to go home to somebody that loves him. We got to stop all that violence, bro.
Yeah, we got to change it, bro.
Yeah, and we doing that now. So, and that's the biggest thing that I want to take off anybody else. I mean, everything else, man, it don't matter. Legacy, man. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely like me a little bit.
Yeah, bro. You
definitely educated me on a lot today.
Yeah, I tell anybody, you want to talk to me about something, don't talk to me about no clothes, don't talk to me about nothing. Talk to me about your legacy, and if you got kids, let's go and start a 529, get you some life insurance policies so your kids would not be in a deficit. I had to teach myself that.
I'm learning it myself.
Right. So listen, brother, as soon as you Get a lady and y'all have a child together. As soon as your child get that birth certificate and get that social security number, go start that bank account and just let it automatically withdraw, man. Start that 529 and bro, ride that thing out so when they get older, they're great. Start your will and your trust. And listen, you could get your will and your trust together now. Because make sure you have your bank accounts put together in your will and your trust so then it don't go to the court system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And put people on your trust that when that stuff go, they could go and delegate it to where it is, and you're not in the deficit, bro.
Yeah.
Life insurance policies, bro, it's cheap.
Yeah. Especially if you think about what the random stuff you already spending the money on.
Right.
Well, I just bought these shoes for $500.
Hey, man, listen.
Well, shit, that's a couple months of life insurance
There
you
you
could have
go.
got, you know, but no, man, I appreciate this, bro.
Yeah,
And
brother. But I
you know,
appreciate you,
brother.
brother.
We got to continue.
Yeah.
Keep growing, bro. I got to come to some OTE games.
Yeah, definitely come. Hey, man, anybody in Atlanta, man, y'all want to come see the most amazing basketball players of the future of professional sports? Overtime Elite is in the middle of Atlantic Station. Actually, it's the most beautiful unicorn in the city and in the world. And for all my creators, man, never give up, and understand that just because your work is a highlight reel is not worth nothing. Everything of art is worth everything, man. And for my brothers, let's stop the killing, man. Let's have conversation as men. Let the egos go. For our women, let's just stop doing all of that. Because at the end of the day, we all want to love somebody and we all want to grow old with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And love everybody, man.
Yeah, bro. Hug life.
Yeah.
That's why I started my nonprofit,
Exactly.
bro. Hug life, bro.
And also support my man. He has this turkey drive. I'm going to be there. I hope if I'm in town, but I'm going to buy some turkeys. And I'm going to support you for life, brother, for that. You know what I'm saying?
It's the 10th annual, bro.
Yeah.
It's my mom's
And
favorite
look,
event.
See, and that's hard because his mom was a real one. So guess what? We need everybody to come and do it. And guess what, bro? We don't have to post everything on social media. Do it in the memory of his mom and do it because of the goodness of the universe, bro. And it's all good.
Yep.
See what I'm saying?
We're going to just hug life, man. The
Yeah.
marathon continues.
Yeah, that's hard.